Ndlovu is?
My name is Thoba Ndlovu.
Thoba, 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 la 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 la. My name is Thoba.
Maria, Thoba, Thoba, Thoba. Today I'll be talking about Thoba Ndlovu, aka Black Moses. Well, that's what I call him. Me and Thoba, we used to go to varsity together. We never spoke much because why HN. And then until so that phase went by, and like several years down the line, I met Thoba at the bed center, and he was like, "Yo, you don't even know me and whatnot and whatnot." I'm like, "Yo, dude, I remember you. We went to varsity together, and I even know your name." And he didn't know my name. I asked him what's my name. He couldn't tell me. He ignored me and just spoke to some other girl. I'm like, okay. Somebody ready to tell you, somebody ready to do. Some como es única, você não vai querer que chegue no final. Maria, Thoba, Thoba, Thoba.
My name is Thoba. That was the thing we used to tease them about because it's his entrance. But he always says that my name is Thoba in the exact same tone every time. We never knew how he got it right, but he always gets it in the same tone every time. So yeah, he's a close friend of mine. We met at the Bat Center. The Bat Center is just an art center in Durban. So I was running the poetry session there, the Nowadays Poetry. So he'd come around, he'd chill with the poets, he'd harmonize. The first time I ever heard him sing, he sang probably what I still say to this day is the best cover of Nina Simone's Strange Fruit, well, Billie Holiday's Strange Fruit. But yeah, he does a rendition of that that's just like wow. So much so that every time he'd perform, I'd be like, do that song. He'd be like, nigga, I can sing more songs than just that one song. I have other songs that can you ask me for my own song?
My name is Thoba Ndlovu, and I am a queer artist from Ndwedwe. Growing up in Ndwedwe was quite interesting because it was a rural space, but also we grew up in a missionary space, a place that had been a missionary for the longest time, and the main church was the United Congregational Church, so it was rural and religious, and yeah, very, very restricted space. How did I find out that I could sing? I was always told that I could sing. It's never something that I discovered one day. Like since I was a child, like I was told that as soon as I started speaking, I was singing. And it's stories that I'm told by my aunt who had a choir that I used to sing the songs that they would sing when I was really, really young. And everyone knew, everyone always knew that I could sing. And yeah, I grew up knowing that I could sing. And everyone's reaction to that, I guess, it was, people were shocked because I was a child, but I had a pretty big voice. Well, not big, I had a pretty big voice, I suppose, for my age. And for my tiny frame. So it always shocked people. People would always ask me, where is this voice coming from such a tiny body? But yeah, so it was something I enjoyed. It was something I did a lot. It was something that stopped being special in a way, I suppose, because it was taken for granted that I could sing, and I sang all the time, everywhere. I used to wake up on Saturdays early in the morning. I would wake up and I would go stand outside, and I would stand on these bricks because we were building. My parents were building, so they had all these bricks. Like the truck came and dropped them off. I would wake up early in the morning and I would stand on top of those and sing. I think my greatest musical influence or influencer is my dad. My dad is a huge music fan, and when I was younger, he used to listen to a lot of different types of musicians, Fela Kuti, to Sade, to Madonna, to Istimela, and one of his favorite bands was Queen. And I fell in love with Queen. One day he came home with a double disc greatest hits CD of Queen, and I remember that day very, very clearly because it was very it's almost as if he came home late, because I remember it being dark when he had arrived, and it was raining, and he came and he had it in a plastic, and we couldn't touch it because it's that CD, so we had to wait for him to put it in. But I remember being quite excited to find out who was singing, and it turns out it was who was on the CD, and it was Queen, and he put it in, and the first song was Bohemian Rhapsody, and that's been my favorite song of all time. And how Freddie Mercury delivered his notes, and how he sang, and where he would sing very softly and then almost sounding like a scream, it really at that young age, trying to imitate him, I guess unconsciously made me push my voice, and the different ways that he sings, it's almost as if he can sing anything. So those different ways that he sang, I would try and imitate him, and he became a really huge influence. Queen had this picture on the album cover, and one of the pictures inside was of them wearing drag. And I remember I would go, when my dad would be out, or no one would be home, I would go and look at this picture and watch them, and I would be so fascinated with these men who have beards and they're dressed in drag, and I was very, very fascinated by them. So that drew me even closer to them, but it was something that was not a part of my world. So it was an amazing fantasy of mine. They really allowed me to broaden my imagination. As a young boy, growing up in India, there was only specific things that were displayed in front of him as ways of being. So friend, what's your favorite song from the EP?
I like to run outside.
And you always. But friend, why is that your favorite song?
I don't know. It just pulled on my heartstrings, and I'm very difficult to please.
I know musically, as a person who is educated in music and has participated in music and also toured Europe.
Yeah.
For music.
Wow.
Yeah. So but just in general, how would you describe Thoba and his music as a person who's well-versed?
Pure, honest, loving.
Loving,
Yes,
Miss
honey,
Loving.
some bars, yes, but pure, honest, basically, literally what you see is what you get, like, and in a very, very beautiful way.
So this was the look for today, which was inspired by the legendary Grace Jones, as you can see by the hair, which is also settling in. So let's just fix that, because we are preparing to go to the Le Grand Ball, where everything will be fabulous and queer, and I'm quite excited about it.
Well, how do you walk? You don't walk. Why do you walk?
Oh, they ask. Okay, they have houses, and then at the end they ask if there anyone else wants. Yeah, they are houses, babe.
Wow.
They are
so
already.
amazing. Go ahead.
Okay, send me it. No, there are houses, and they're looking pretty like to-do.
Housing.
What's our house called, guys?
The House of Darion.
No.
A group.
A group.
This is my favorite category, to be honest. This is 2 looks in 1. Judges,
Everybody wants a
category
twofer.
is 2 looks in 1.
Everybody wants a
I
burger.
need to at least see an review. Minima. I want to see a review.
Everybody loves a burger. Give us a 2 for darling.
Let's go.
Give us a 2 for wine.
It's so weird. Days with you are always like such self-love days.
Dude.
It's always like I feel like hanging out with you is me giving to myself.
Wow.
And the song is so fitting.
Right.
Ah,
Person you are for
I
me.
was the person you are for me, babe.
I've baked like the best tasting scones with you. That is like, it's like no, this
But
guy,
you know, it's so weird that everything that we are going through, like that I lived through with you, is always like a throwback to my childhood, as if you were always
that is
there.
incredible. That is
Like,
incredible.
raised
Like
in
I
the
can't
church
believe
in
how
a
we
rural space.
finish each other's jokes. And you're like,
And the experiences,
Yeah.
the fact that our experiences are so interlinked. Like,
Yeah, they
when
are.
I speak about something from my childhood, you respond in the same way that a person would have in my childhood.
That
Like
is-
you
that is
literally
crazy.
make me feel like I can relive my childhood in a safe space. And that's very important for me as a person who grew up in Ndwedwe, which was a rural space in a very religious home, which was not very queer accommodating, as some celebrities would like to say, accommodating. But yeah, like you allow me to relive those spaces in the most safest ways.
wow, friend, you've done the same for me and more. Like,
Guys. Okay, what's your most?
angisuke mina la ngihleli khona.
It
Because angithi by one.
just look pretty. Really put it. It was very painful to have this desire of wanting to sing and feeling like you want to sing, but not feeling like you're good enough at it, and deep down inside, like no matter how much you may repress it, it's like a nagging feeling. It's like a tug at your soul, something that just keeps pulling, and it's uncomfortable. I'm less bothered by what